What would be fitting for this stream? I suppose this playlist works. You guys listen to that while I get ready. I hear myself. There you go. We're gonna hope and pray that I don't have any desync. In my testing, I did not have anything. But we shall see. Tonight is a very special night. You had your phone in your pocket and you thought someone was in the house. Wait, did you get a go live notification and your phone just vibrated? And you're like, ah. Okay, I need to real quick go away from the scene, the thingy. I need to real quick go over to the Stream Island scene so I can fix it. My usual elements for the live scene are not here because, you know, you had the stream on, but you heard me talking, you were like, "Who is that?" That's funny. That is hilarious. Alright. Yes, today is not only the Stream Awards and Q&A, we will also be announcing new mods and VIPs. So, if you are usually someone who comes in just to get the streak in, I would recommend sticking around, because this is going to be special. I accidentally made a mistake. No. My cursor is being my cursor in typical Dill fashion, so some stuff is being buggy. So bear with me for one moment while I get everything sorted. My cursor does hate me. It doesn't like me anymore. Alright. Here we go. We're gonna let ads run, and when ads are done, we will begin. Maybe if you give it goodnight hugs and kisses, it'll like me better. Probably. That's probably the secret. The ultimate secret! Yeah. Alright, let me just move some stuff, get myself situated, and we will finally begin. This year is very weird. I don't usually have like a standalone stream awards stream. But life got very complicated this year, so I couldn't have my big stream anniversary that I planned. Not to mention the audio desync. The archipelago that I was talking about, I did participate in that. However, I just played it off screen. I did record the whole thing, so. Oh god, that stream island is messed up. Um, that's silly. Let me see if I can, let me see if I can try and fix that one last time. Did I split my audio? No, I did not. I didn't want to go through the headache of splitting the audio again. But maybe next time. Alerts. Live status. I'm looking for the date. If I can't figure things out. Yeah, I didn't in your archipelago. Okay, whatever I did fixed something, I think. Yep, whatever I did fixed something. And that's what matters. Archipelago is an enjoyable word to say. I'm getting BK'd. Alright. Well, I suppose we shouldn't waste any time, huh? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 2026 A-Dylite Stream Awards. This should be a lot of fun. Currently 181 streak. Nice. We will be going through every single, well, I did realize technically there's one thing I forgot, but it's not a huge deal. What's it called? I forgot to show off all of the clips for the clip nomination. Normally, the way these work is we nominate the awards, and then in the slideshow, you see all the clips. That's the one thing I forgot. But you know what? It's alright. You will have to take my word for it. So, let's get rid of this. Here we go. I have the form up, and we're going to go through everything. So, we had a total of 8 responses in the Stream Awards form. So, let's see what happens. So, as I just mentioned, we have the best clip, which I already spoiled it because my cursor is being mean, but what's it called? It is the best clip of the season. What was your favorite clip? The nominations were the chanclas, which was me taking my sandal and going like this while playing Amiibo Festival. There was me falling into a black hole in Mario Galaxy. There was me saying coffee in a very funny accent. Yeah. Oh, and there was the 100 pin strike, which is a very infamous one. Real quick, let me just go ahead and let me take this opportunity to get a drum roll. I know my cursor already spoiled it, but I still think it's fun. Which I just realized my Spotify has been muted this entire time. I'm blind for 3 seconds. Oh my goodness. I did not realize my Spotify was muted that entire time. Whoopsie. Well, now you guys are hearing stuff. It probably was just down to like dead silence. Like just nothing was going on. That's my bad. Okay. I need to test the sound effect. Okay. So, the winner of the best clip of Season 7 is... oh. Let me try it again. The winner is... the 100 pin strike, which, yeah, as you can see, my cursor is very much being my cursor. But what's it called? The 100 pin strike got a total of 4 votes. The coffee clip got 1, the falling into the black hole got 1, and the chancla got 2. Which is interesting. I forgot. I also need to mention all of my favorites. The sunglasses. How do you vote for it? You voted for Chancla. I love the 100 pin strike. If I had to pick out of the clip options, it would definitely be that. That would definitely be what I go for. Alright, so next, if so long as it doesn't have a freak out, is the best supporting streamer. So basically anybody that I collabed with during this year of streaming. We had several, but we are only going to be focusing on the new people. So, for example, Swamos showed up last year, so Swamos is not in the nominations. So, nominee 1, as you probably saw, is Tan. We only just recently collabed. We did a 2-player archipelago, which was a whole lot of fun and is still being edited to this day, although I believe her solo archipelago is the priority right now. So this just happened. Additionally, we have Clem, which there have been 2 times that Clem and I have collabed in some way. The first was we went to their island in New Horizons. If you guys remember, way back in February, Apple, Clem, and I all streamed New Horizons together. We went to Clem's island and then mine. I remember for like hide and seek and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. And also the Pokopia party, the Pokopia Mario party that I did, which was a whole lot of fun. What's it called? Additionally, we have, of course, as I just mentioned, Apple, who has been seen on this channel a lot, except for the summer. If you caught me around the spring, you would almost always see Apple around in some way, shape, or form. She designed my she designed the logo for the streamiversary. She designed some pixel arts, my PNGs and stuff like that. I've also appeared on her streams quite a bit. And what's it called? And finally, if I can unravel my my mouse, we have things. Finally, we have Cheshley. And I believe there's only one time that that Cheshley has shown up as in a collab, which was also the Pokopia Mario Party. But Cheshley, of course, has been here quite a bit. But there could only be one winner. And the winner of the best supporting streamer, what's it called, is someone that I will reveal once I can actually access the drum roll. Alright, the winner is... It is Apple. The votes were what's it called? The votes for this it won't actually show me how many the Apple got, but I can figure it out based on the other votes. So let's see. Yeah, you didn't vote for yourself. Somebody, I'm just gonna say, somebody who voted in this voted for themselves. Not quite for this vote, but for another one. Let's see. Okay. So I can determine that 4 people voted for Apple, 2 people voted for Clem, and only one person voted for Tan. Cheshley didn't get any votes, I'm sorry. Let's see. Moving on with our lives. What is our next nomination? The best new stream game. I forgot to disable my alerts for this, but it's okay. But hi there, Clem. Thank you so much for that tier 1 resub for 7 months. I very much appreciate it. I can get you a wheel spin real quick and then get right back to the awards. You did not win the best supporting streamer award, but you were nominated. Let's see. A hug from Dill. Nice. I hope all is well on your end. Alright, so, the best new stream game. That says Season 6. Pretend that says 1 season above. But, first, we have Pokemon Legends EA, which I streamed quite a bit when it first came out. I played it a lot to complete the decks, and I also played the DLC for a while. I remember I was pretty hooked on the game for like a couple months, and then I kind of stopped over time. Additionally, we have that ROM hack I was playing back in February, which was New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, not to be confused with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. That is an official title, whereas this is a ROM hack of New Super Mario Bros. DS. I never finished it, but I want to at some point. Okay. Then we have Pokopia. Yeah, Pokopia was not only my new stream game, but Pokopia is now my third most played game in my 7 years of streaming. Yeah. Yes, this game that came out 5 months ago is now one of my most played games on stream. Which is wild, even more than Metopia, and that's saying something. Alright, and we have the Yoshi game, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. It was very fun naming all different creatures and trying to 100% that, which I still need to 100% that. But with that said, there's some more new games, right? Those are the only 4 nominations. Yeah. Alright, the winner of... What's it called? The winner of the best new stream game should not be a surprise to anyone, but it is... Pokopia. Yeah, of course it's Pokopia. A lot of people enjoyed this one. Pokopia got 5 of the votes. New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe surprisingly got 1 vote, or actually 2 votes, and Legend ZA only got 1. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book didn't get any votes, which makes me sad. I really like that game. So, next is one that I also forgot to prepare videos for. That also says Season 6 again. This is how you know I was a bit rushed. But, the best new channel point redemption. You think it was your most watched game on Twitch, and you don't play or watch any other Pokopia streamers. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love that. But the best new channel point redemption, I don't quite have videos prepared, but they were linked in the form for anyone that voted. But we have the animal transformations where I transformed into just different animals. So a bat, a beetle, an octopus, things like that. And of course we have the Superstar, which the Superstar is a fan favorite by many, or is a favorite of many. A lot of people tend to redeem it quite a bit. You'll probably notice that most of my redemptions are disabled for the Stream Awards, but they will be back during my next regular stream. We have the Goomba Squash, which is where I took Mineko's OC, photoshopped it on a 3D model of a Goomba, and Azure stomps on it. Then we have the Fire Flower, which your profile picture gets put onto Fire Mario, and you set me on fire. And we have the Thwomp, which crushes me but has a very small chance to miss, and I dodge it. So I'm actually also, I keep forgetting to mention which ones I would pick. So for best supporting streamer, I'm not picking out of my own friends. For best game, I would probably also say Pokopia. And for best channel point redemption, I would probably pick the animal transformations. Those are the ones I worked the hardest on. And I'm really, really proud of how it came out and just how entertained people were by it. It wasn't seen all that much during the second half of Season 7, but the first half for sure. But alas, there can only be one winner, and I won't lie, I'm quite surprised by the winner of this one, which it's not what I expected. So, the winner of the best new channel point redemption is... the animal transformations. Wow, I thought Superstar was gonna win, but no. The majority of the votes actually went to the animal transformations. 4 people voted for that. Only 2 people voted for Superstar and only 2 people voted for Thwomp. The Goomba Squash did not get any votes whatsoever. So, for those that really like that, don't worry, that redemption will be coming back. I am working on making a revamped version. Yes, rest in peace, Goomba Squash. Alright. Then, next, we have the Best New PNG, which is a new nominee this year, and this time I actually put Season 7. I had various different PNGs. I, of course, had my regular one that I got commissioned, and several others. But, of course, we're going to be going through them all. So, the nominations for this are regular, which, yeah, I spoiled it. But, regular does win this one. Just pretend that the drum roll happens. But we have the Sprigatito, the Florigato, and the Meowscarada, which, what's it called? I guess I just didn't put the nominations. But, if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be, the Meowscarada one. I love how that PNG came out. But of course, the winner of this one, I am upset by the winner of this one. You guys picked regular. Apple worked so hard on those other PNGs, you know. But I love all of my PNGs equally. They all came out so great. Let's see, 6 votes went to regular, and only 2 went to Sprigatito. The others didn't get any votes. But yeah, I really enjoy the Meowscarada one, just how it blends in, and just how each part animates. But what's it called? The only thing is that it really lagged my PC sometimes because of the amount of parts that had to be animated. I think if not for that, I would have used that PNG a lot more. Really like the Meowscarada one. Yeah. She did such an amazing job on it. Alright. So, the next one. We have the best special event. There were several special events that happened during this season. Many fun ones, many memorable ones. But which ones were nominated? First, we have SGB 2025, the first charity event of the season. The yearly charity event that the Super Mario Society holds. What's it called? I couldn't participate last year because one of my nephews was on the way. So I didn't know if I was going to be available or not. It turns out I would have been, but it is what it is. I forgot what our final total was, but I believe we raised $5,069 for the Trevor Project. Yes, I know. That was also where some of the animal transformations debuted. Then we have my charity event, the Benevolent Springers charity event, where we raised $1,738 for St. Jude, which is also a meme number that surprisingly not many people know about. That was an event that spread across 5 days, and we had various streamers participate. I'm really excited for next year's event. I'm hoping to get even more. Saying, hey, what's up? I'm confused. What's it called? We had a lot of new members of the Benevolent Springers join in just for this 1738 song. I see. We had a lot of people join this year, and it was just a whole lot of fun seeing everyone come together and everyone like Apple going so hard on designing the overlays and stuff. I remember Mario Kart being very fun. I still remember this moment when Mineko, Princess was just about to win, but at the last moment with the bullet bill, Mineko came flying in, and right before the finish, he clears it. That is probably one of my favorite moments from this year, one of the funniest ones I've seen. Um, that was that was crazy. I remember commentating that. Um, but also we have the follower specials, which why is the other one not showing? But I reached 1,500 and 1,600 followers this year. Thank you guys so much for your support. I still want to try my best to reach 2,000 followers by the end of 2026. I would love to make that happen. We are about 350-ish followers away from that. We'll see if that can happen. I currently sit at 1651. The 1,500 follower special went for 1,500 minutes, which is 25 hours. 1,600, I believe, only went for 12. And we have... Oh, there it is. We have the yearly subathon. The yearly subathon lasted longer than last year in days, but I did not, what's it called? I did not, reach the same goals. Unfortunately, I did not unlock any emote slots. It's going to be a long time before I unlock emote slots, as I would need up around 300 subs to unlock them all, like 325. But it was pretty chaotic, especially at the end when Bonji kept redeeming, the, what's it called, the add time, like add the sub count. Also, congratulations on the 15 stream streak, Mysterious Star. You have gone through the effort to watch 15 streams in a row, and that means a lot. But yeah, and finally we have one more, which is the 221-hour birthday stream. My birthday stream where I got sick. Still can't believe it. That sucked. I got sick the day of this, well, the first day I started feeling like a bit of a scratchy throat, then it really settled in the following day, and then that's when it just went worse. Yeah, the fire drill ran cursed me. That was the stream that I met Beetle in. But it was still very, very fun, from the Bokopia to the Bokopia Mario Party to what's it called? Playing the We Were Here games with Raul, playing Super Battle Golf with Rocky. There were a lot of fun moments. But alas, this is one of, if not the only nomination with 5 options, I think. Oh wait, no, there's the clips maybe. But of course, there can only be one. So the winner of the best special event is the Benevolent Springers charity event. I would have picked this as well, for sure. It was a whole lot of fun. Not obviously. But, what's it called? So, 6 votes went to the Benevolent Springers charity event, and only 2 votes went to the birthday stream. I would assume that's people that met me after this happened, which very much makes sense. And we only have one more, thing, which I just realized, I should probably wait for ads to finish before I continue. So, we'll wait a bit. But yes. There were definitely a lot of very fun moments. Very fun special events. A lot of ups and downs. But I... vibing to waiting music. I'm really glad to have met just so many friends this year. I was able to meet a lot of friends last year, but I probably met even more people this year. It's, like, wild to me. Alright, ads should be done for most people. If you are listening, the winner of the best special event was the Benevolent Spangers charity event, where 6 people voted for the charity event and 2 people voted for the birthday stream. All right. So, finally, we have the best guest appearance, another new nomination this year. So, the best appearance outside of my stream, so any streams that I made a cameo, where I was not live, there were only 3 nominations for this, as there were not many, surprisingly. So, we first have the Apple On Together streams. I have probably lost count. I have definitely lost count of just how many times I've just appeared in Apple's On Together streams. Appy is like an older sister to me, and we had a routine for a while where I would wake her up by calling her. She would get up and we would just she would just stream On Together while I would have Pokopia off to the side on her stream, since she didn't have Pokopia at the time. We of course had our weekly Dilly Dapply Fridays where we would just hop on call and hang out. It was definitely a fun time, and I even got to meet Apple, which marked something very monumental that I forgot to include in the credits, which is I met an online friend IRL for the first time ever in my life and in my streaming journey. Thanks for the lurk, Marco. And trust me when I say that this certainly will not be the only time that I meet an online friend. I already have plans to meet several others. But yeah. Next, we have the Rocky charity slots. That was the only time that I really made a cameo. Well, actually, no, I made a cameo during Rocky's birthday stream. I made his most popular clip that got 500 views of him crashing in American Truck Simulator. But I also appeared while he was playing Minecraft Story Mode. I'm not sure if I was there when he was playing other games, but he played a lot of Minecraft Story Mode during the St. Jude events. What's it called? And we have the Cheshley Pokopia finale, which was her quick stream of finishing the main story of Pokopia, where, oddly enough, I also was part of a funny clip there. I don't know why that pattern keeps going. But I will say the final results for this are quite interesting. I'll say that much. Because, what's it called? One person of the 8 did not vote in this, for this nomination. So, as a result, we had something interesting happen. So check this out. The winner of, what's it called? The best guest appearance is... Yes, we had a tie. It was not the Rocky charity slots. That's outdated. The winner is actually a tie between Apple's On Together streams and the Rocky charity slots, with only 1 vote for Cheshley. If I had to pick my favorite, it would probably be the Apple On Together streams to break the tie, because, what's it called? That definitely helped me. Like, I had a bit of a routine. It was helping me while my PC was borked for a while back in March. And it also just helped me bond with Appy. It was just a great time overall. But that's it for, that is it for the Stream Awards. We will be going over this momentarily. Sit tight. But before we go through new mods, I will first be going through I will first be going through the Q&A. So I'm going to go through all the questions from top to bottom. I believe everybody picked yes for their name to be shared. So nobody's anonymous in this. So, the first question, to no surprise, is Beetle asking me what my favorite bug is. I don't have a favorite bug. I'm gonna be so real. I'm not just gonna say Beetle just because I met you. I will be honest and say that I don't really have a favorite bug. If a butterfly counts as a bug, then maybe. I only really have a fondness for butterflies, like in Animal Crossing, with things like the Emperor Butterfly and stuff like that. But that's pretty much what I would say there. But bugs are so cool. I'm not denying that they're cool. But I just never had a favorite. And then Rocky wants to know if I'm gonna reach partner in 2027. Honestly, with the size of my community, no way. There is no way. For me to legit reach partner in 2027, what would have to happen is I would have to like grow immensely. Like I would have to have something similar to what happened to Clem. That's the only way that I would get partner. Other than that, no way. Like, something insanely lucky has to happen, and I'm not gonna deny the possibility of that happening. I could totally see some sort of miracle happening. Especially if I actually end up reaching 2K by the end of this year. We'll see if that happens. Thank you, Clemmy. This question, we're at the point in the form where I am forgetting who asked these questions. Okay. Okay, it is Mysterious Star that wants to know, you are allowed to use a time machine to erase one stream you did from the timeline completely. Which stream would I erase? And the only added rule is I cannot erase a stream solely because I think younger me was cringe. I would erase my 1200 follower special. I won't get into details, but 2025 was one of the most traumatic years of my life, and it was the result of meeting people who I thought were friends, and without getting into details, was probably one of the most difficult moments of my life, and the 1200 follower special featured one of those people. So because of that, I would erase that from the timeline. The stream itself was fun, aside from that, I would say. I am in a much healthier position mentally. I started therapy in January, and I met a ton of new friends. It's just been a wonderful time. 2026 has been one of the best years of my life. And I absolutely love everybody that I've met. That's not to say that I didn't meet amazing people last year. I absolutely did. It's just, you know, sometimes life happens, and it's just best to move on. But, what's it called? Hunt down all the toxic friends. Alright. Carver wants to know, Would I rather fight 10 tiger-sized spiders or 1,000 spider-sized tigers? So I'm gonna confess, I already read this question a couple days ago and actually talked about it with someone who I won't disclose, but your own answer to this question was similar to mine in some ways. Yeah. So 10 tiger-sized spiders. This is a tongue twister. And 1,000 spider-sized tigers. So here's the thing about tiger-sized spiders. That's basically saying that it would kind of dwarf me. And say a tarantula, a tarantula, approaches me. That's terrifying. I would be absolutely petrified and probably run away as much as I can. I would not be able to punt that to the moon. 1,000 spider-sized tigers. I think you guys might be underestimating that. Because think about it, even though the tigers are the size of a spider, so maybe the size of, I don't know, like this paper, but like even smaller, it may not be much by itself, but if there are 1,000 of them, I could get a cut. Imagine 1,000 tigers are on my arm. I am bleeding. Like, think about it. Bug bites are real. Bug bites are a thing. So tiger bites? The size of a spider? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like both would be deadly, but the thing is, if it's just a spider and not a tarantula, if we're not thinking about every single kind of spider and it's just like your average spider, I could probably fight 10 of those. Like, just find like the best weapon and then just start going ahead and just like either punching them or just like hitting them. Ah, yes, use my Wii remote. And I would not use a Wii remote, but you know, sounds also very rough and painful. Yeah. So I would probably pick the tiger-sized spiders for this one. Also, if I didn't say it already, I love you too, Carver. That was a fun one. Thank you, Carver. I love that question. What's it called? Let's see. The next one comes from... Fox is not here, rightfully so. It's 5 in the morning over there. But he wants to know, how did I come up with my original name, Dill5092, and if the numbers mean anything in particular. So, for anyone that is not an OG, I think Mysterious Star is the only person in this chat, and Maneko if he's still here, that was around when I had my username of Dill5192. I created my Twitch account with that username, which was a name that I just randomly came up with. The numbers don't have any meaning whatsoever, but to give a brief rundown, my brother's gamer tag, one of my brother's gamer tags in, hi Maneko, in games was BAM192. So I thought, oh, I can be cool by just adding a 5 in the beginning and then slapping Dill. And then that's kind of what I did. I made that username when I was like 8 years old, something like that. And that was back when my original aspiration was to be a YouTuber, which technically to some extent I am, if you count multi-streaming, but I want to change that. What's it called? That is how the name came into existence. However, I, of course, wanted something new. I wanted something that made more sense and something that could be better with branding. I also wanted to not have Mario emotes. I used to have Mario emotes, but since I wanted a merch store and I didn't want to run into any copyright problems, I sat with my brother who visited from California, and I, of course, came up with the name A-Dylite. Not part of the question, but how I transitioned from Dill5192 to A-Dylite. And of course, he designed the original as the remotes before I got those professionally commissioned. So the numbers are random. They have no meaning whatsoever. Technically, they have some meaning if you count, oh, I found these from my brother. That's one thing I don't mention often, though. Okay, I remember seeing Tan write this question, and, laughing. But, Tan wants to know if I would still love her if she was a worm, platonically. I would, of course, love you no matter what. That's without question. If you were a worm, if you were a bug, if you were a tiger, if you were this piece of paper, I would still love you, no matter what. And that is what I call unconditional love. But yes, I love you, Tan. What's it called? Paper mentioned. Alright, so Greninja would like to know, what was my favorite part of this year? And I'm going to assume this year means just the season in general, which I think it would still be a 2026 moment anyway, so it works out. But if I had to pick my favorite part, it might honestly be the charity event, only for the fact that, I mean, again, just seeing people come together, raise money for an amazing cause, being able to add so many people to the team. It would have been my birthday if not for the fact that I got sick, but there were some people that were really sweet. I not only got happy birthday messages, but Zed, who's not here right now, went out of their way to make a giant statue of my character in Pokopia for my birthday because they just wanted me to be on their island, like, permanently. And, like, if I was ever not around, like, they would always be able to look at that, and that really warmed my heart. On top of that, a bunch of fan art from Beetle, of course, which is up on the site. But, while those moments were great, that probably would have been my favorite if I wasn't sick. So you'd make finished fan art. But, I would definitely pick the Benevolent Springers event. It's very close, I'll admit, but that was definitely just a really amazing moment, monumental moment. I just felt so proud, especially when St. Jude personally replied to my Instagram post. That was surreal for me. The last question is Ian's question of, if I could change one thing about my streams over the years, what would it be? Let me know if this counts. My efficiency. I wish that I was better about setting things on time. I wish I was better about like prepping things in advance, like truly putting more time into passion projects, getting as much help as possible. Because a lot of things were done last minute, including the streamiversary and the birthday stream. What I've definitely learned is that I need all the help I can get, and my mod team that I selected for Season 8 is going to help a lot with this, as it is people that have helped me quite a bit, have supported me quite a lot, has had a pretty active presence, fairly, overall, and yeah. I will say, there were a bunch of, there was one person that I almost modded, like, what's it called? There were a lot of, considerations for who I was gonna mod for the next year, but we have our team. Let's see. We need, I have music for this. I want to get ready for this because this is obviously like pretty monumental for a lot of people. Let me get this prepped, and then we will begin. I have to find it. I would have added this sometime in 2022, I think. Sit tight while I grab this. It will be worth it, I swear. I found it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So, those were, of course, all the questions, which means it is time for the new squad for the new year. There were a lot of ups and downs trying to figure out what our new team was going to be. But after some consideration, I have our final squad, as well as our VIPs that will be joining us for Season 8. So, first off, our retiring mods, so the mods that were here in Season 7, are this group right here, which I see that the Stream Island is blocking it. So let me just go ahead and hide the Stream Island real quick. Piranha, Sif, Safi, and Swamos are going to be the mods that retire this year. I appreciate them for everything that they've done, but they have had a lot going on in their lives, which is 100% understandable. What's it called? After a lot of consideration, I have decided that our new mod team goes as follows. Our new mods are Carver, Chesley, Beetle, and Tan. Clem almost made this list. Almost. But what's it called? I know that Clem has had a lot going on in their lives, so I didn't want to put any pressure. But this is our squad. We have Carver, Chesley, and Tan, who will be joining what's it called? They will be joining Fluff, Apple, Mineko, Rocky, LBW, and Gage, who are staying as mods for the new season. Additionally, our new VIPs, so everyone who has elevated from just a regular viewer to VIP. And also, Clemmy, you're not just a viewer, you're a VIP. You're a really special person to me. What's it called? You are a very important person. Our VIPs are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that I'm VIPing. This includes Paper, Maru, Shay, Psych, Erica, Zor, and all of the retiring mods who will be going from mod to VIP as they retire. I want them to still be recognized for what they've done, so they will still have that badge. That's that. That is our new squad, our new lineup. Everybody will be getting mod and VIP at the end of this stream. But I didn't have any more VIP slots. Remember, Mysterious Star, if I'm modding some people, I'm gonna have open slots. Plus, some stuff has moved around, so there will be space for everyone that's going to be a VIP. So yeah, that's that. That is pretty much all of the Stream Awards Q&A and also the reveals, which is fantastic. Of course, that is not it. The only thing that we have left is, of course, the only thing that we have left is the credits. Just everything that's happened in the everything that has happened in the season, and just pretty much going up through everything. Plus, one surprise that I did not tell you guys about. Before I roll those, I just, what's it called? I just want to take this opportunity. What's it called? Where is the music? I need to find it. I have it somewhere. I gotta scroll through my giant list of things. Here it is. Alright. I am going to go ahead and disable that. I'm gonna leave a lurk. No problem. This is the end of my 7th year of streaming. I will be rolling the credits and revealing something very special. I hope you have a wonderful night, Clemmy. I have missed you. I'm really happy to see you. Once the credits roll, I will be wrapping up the stream. I know it's a short one, but that was kind of the purpose of this stream. I see that ads are about to run, so we're going to let ads run before I roll these. But real quick, just something important. Is just pretty much thank you guys for everything. Yeah, I love you, Clemmy. As I mentioned, while I was quite discreet about it, 2025 was a really difficult year for me. That trend did unfortunately continue a little bit into Season 7, but this calendar year is, again, one of the best years I've ever had. What's it called? Being able to meet everyone has been just magnificent. I know ads are running right now, but I just still want to talk. January was really big for the fact that it was the month that I met Tan. And I would say that Tan is where everything got started with our group that we have today. So even more the reason that I wanted to mod Tan. I met Tan at the end of January, where she raided me because Yudia, which is a friend that some people might know, suggested that she raided me. Thing is, I was not actually playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. I was actually playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. But I would normally stream New Leaf. And I remember Tan saying that she didn't usually raid new people. But she decided to take Yudia's suggestion and raid me, and that's what happened. That was how Tan and I first met, and of course that led to me meeting several others in the process. As we got into February, that was when Carver found me from the Animal Crossing category. He was scrolling through the New Leaf section, which is where I believe he found both me and Clem. But I met Carver before Clemmy. That's important to know. I know Carver and I clicked instantly for the same reason that I clicked with Beetle, which is we are so similar. Not only were we a month apart, but we kind of had a lot of similar experiences and just enjoyment of Animal Crossing that allowed us to connect. Immediately, like, we hit it off and we're already, like, best friends. What's it called? That seemed to be a common trend, that if I made best friends quickly, it was for reasons like that, like, we, like, just bonding really quickly. And just finding out that you have a lot in common, you know? Clem was somebody that rated me just from finding me in the Animal Crossing category, but people in their chat already knew who I was, which was the funny part. But, you know, yeah, we all share a hive mind. Exactly. But, yeah. That was how Clemmy found me. Let's see. Appy was interesting. So, I was streaming Festival for Animal Crossing. And I was, you can't leave during reminiscing time. Those days are so special to you. I know. We've been so busy recently that we haven't really had time to catch up. I originally wanted to get you, Apple, and Cheshley together again for a trivia quiz, but Apple is away for a bridal shower, and also I didn't know if your camping was going to interrupt with it. Plus, Cheshley had her streams, so I wasn't able to set that up, but it would have been really fun. Yeah, you telling you know you don't take great suggestions right before they suggested it. It's very funny. Like Tan, imagine you never met me. Like, just because you made that decision, that is what I was saying. That's what had everything. That's what got everything started. You were the catalyst to the community becoming what it is today. Like, you are incredibly important to me. For that reason, and just how amazing of a friend you've been. But I remember just, what's it called? I remember all the silly moments. One of those moments included this silliness to be created. When see, one of my bits back in February was that I would go Bave every time I saw Bave in Animal Crossing, and Clem decided it would be a very good idea to record themselves saying that exact line. And here's the thing. If you are friends with me, you have to accept the fact that I am going to be really silly. I will Photoshop something. I will make some sort of thing if I am given something. And that resulted in a remix of KK Hop. We won't listen to the whole thing, just a clip, just a snippet. And one more. You have first-hand experience of me making silly things. Alright, that's not the only one I did. While I like that one, my favorite, Clem remix that I did was the second one I did, which I was supposed to make more after that, but I just never got around to that. I also did one of KK Groove. I love this one. Good times. Also, this never got to play, but if somebody ever redeemed, this never, got redeemed, but if somebody ever, what's it called? I had this music file set for if someone ever redeemed the fuzzy redemption, which distorts the screen and the audio. What's it called? Did you know that if someone ever redeemed that while the Clem remix was playing, it would have sounded like this? Okay. Yeah, I did that intentionally. So if I was ever playing that on stream, but somebody redeemed Fuzzy, that would have happened. But it never did, not once. I'm just happy that I got to reveal that. Hearing your voice make noises you've never made. I know. It's just distorted Clem. Oh, man. February was a time. If you guys met me after February and March and April, I'm sorry, you missed out. What's it called? So, anyways, I was telling the story of how I met Apple. So, Apple, she met me during the festival stream, and, I was at first, feeling very cautious around her, because she went into my chat and was like, oh, hey, cool setup. And, you know, whenever somebody says that, I'm waiting for the, oh, hey, I make custom stuff. Would you like to see my work? So I got all ready, tensed up. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, worried about making a full conversation because I would get those all the time on YouTube. Not so much on Twitch. But then, what's it called? Happy then proceeded to ask me just how I was streaming New Leaf. I explained the process, how I got it set up, and she was just really grateful about it. And she ended up hopping out, testing out a stream, and when I wrapped up my 11-hour stream trying to get every single Bave item, I went and checked out her stream, and she turned out to be a really nice person. Yes, the festival. Oh god. That did not make the nominations, but that was funny. That was a time. That was, I believe, somewhere between episodes 80 and 90 of season 7. Um, what's it called? So, no worries, Clemmy. I hope you sleep well. I love you a lot, and you're amazing. I appreciate the lurk. What's it called? After we started getting to know each other, because literally that first stream I watched the first, we stayed up until 5 a.m. talking. This sounds very familiar with someone I met in July. Cough, cough. But, but what's it called? That was how we initially met. We clicked pretty quickly, and, we even did streams together, of course, and of course I even met her in person. To think that someone I was, like, really cautious about initially, like, just a user in chat just became, one of my closest friends, and just someone that would become my friend IRL. Apple is not just my online friend, she is just my friend straight up, online and IRL. And that's something really special to me. Like, that means so much more than you guys will ever realize. Let's see. Apple was the one who showed me Sage, Princess, and Cheshley, because we were all originally going to be part of a contest that Apple wanted to hold. It was like a build battle, I think, in New Horizons. Clem was part of that group as well, but I don't want to call Clem out of lurk again. Clem needs sleep. But that was how I met a lot of people. That was part of what helped setting up the Benevolent Springers charity event. Just Appy and Sage helping out, rallying everyone up. What's it called? It was really fun just seeing our communities all merge together during that charity event. Oh yeah, in March, either in March or early April, I know I met Syke and Erica, otherwise known as Shuli, in chat. That was really fun, being able to meet people from Bulkopia, and being able to meet people from Amiibo Festival is a wild thing. Not from people... the funny thing is, it wasn't from someone finding me in the Amiibo Festival category. But, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's see. I don't remember meeting someone in June. Oh, Greninja. Met Greninja in June. In May, I don't think there was anyone new. And then there's July, my birthday stream, which was, of course, when Gage raided me, during day 1. That is how, Beetle became a new friend. And, for those that might be wondering why Beetle is going to be a mod, because usually I mod people that are on my VIP list. Actually, there's a reason. What's it called? It coincides with something I'm going to show off in a bit, but all I'm saying is, Beetle is also going to have the artist badge. A lot of my artists are mods. They have helped out a lot. And I love you too, Beetle. I say your name like that. Beetle. I love you too, Beetle. And here you go, Carver. And I can't forget Tan. Sorry, I don't have a paper button, but I will make one someday. Um, let's see. Speaking of Paper, of course, Paper being a friend of, Beatles is how we met. Because Beatles like, oh hey, it's me. Check this guy out. And we've only known each other for a couple weeks at this point. Meanwhile, Beetle and I a month and a half, but, you're awesome. That's the vibe I've gotten. That cycles through everyone I've met, in my time in the past year. I am very grateful for everyone. You guys are amazing friends. I'm glad that I got to meet people from both charity events, both Society and the Benevolent Springers event, and just any other event that happened. Listen to love watching the streams. I appreciate that. It has been a wonderful time, and of course, this is not, I don't want to exclude the people that I've known just my entire journey. I would not be here if it was not for every single one of you here. You guys are the reason that I've made it this far, and I am just eternally grateful for everything that's happened. My life has changed significantly this year, especially not just for the friends I met, but also for signing up for therapy and taking that next step. And of course, meeting an IRL friend. Season 7 will easily go down as one of, if not the most memorable season of my streaming career, my streaming journey. It's going to take a lot to top this year. I'm just going to say that right now. It is going to take a lot. It took a lot to top season 6. But this year topped it. And now it's going to... Season 8 has huge shoes to fill. Especially after meeting an IRL friend. Or an online friend IRL. But... I don't know, I'm just kind of saying the same things over and over again, but I just feel extremely lucky to have all the friends that I met, everyone that stops by, everyone that keeps me company. Just no matter how many people are watching, no matter how many people are sticking around, no matter how many people lurk, if you're here for a little while, if you're here the entire time, if you're just here to reserve your streak, I appreciate you. You are awesome, and you are a fragment of my journey, and you are all very important friends of mine. I'm very excited for Season 8, as I'm going to be taking a bit of a rebrand, starting from zero. Our initial goal for Season 8 will be 180 streams, 20 less than this year. I can relax a bit next year, as I don't have to stream as much, but if I'm ever taking lots of days off, rest assured there will be those days where I'm streaming like pretty much every day. But we'll be having our new squad, we'll be having our streams, and there may be a chance that I stream both horizontal and vertical for Season 8. I'm not sure yet. Don't quote me on that. That is just a consideration for now. But yeah. I know on the Twitch side, like I would still only be streaming to Twitch and YouTube, but if you were ever watching my stream like this, you'd be able to watch it in that vertical format. But in horizontal, it would also be a different format as well. But yeah, that is pretty much vertical and horizontal streaming on two platforms. Yep, it's possible through the use of ADM Vertical. A plugin that I've had for 2 years now, but I've just never used it because I never streamed vertically. But yeah, vertical is your stream. Oh my god, crazy. But yeah, everything that I have just mentioned, I will be announcing in the Discord. I will be putting the stream rewards there. And I will also be putting the credits there as well. Thank you guys so much just for everything that you've done for me. Even if it feels like you've done nothing, just being here means a whole lot to me. Of course, before I run the credits, I just want to put all of my links in chat. You have, of course, got my Discord. If you want to stay updated with this community, the Discord is the best spot for that. You got my socials, such as my Blue Sky and Instagram, which I need to get better about posting in. Blue Sky, I just post my Go Live messages, but I want to change that. I want it to be more than that. What's it called? You got my YouTube channels, which I hope to be posting videos. I know I want to get a group together for Archipelago. I know Tam and Echo and I were talking about it in Tan's stream, but now that Tan and I have done a 2-player Archipelago and I participated in CJ's, I want to host one. I want to try my hand at making a YouTube video of a big Archipelago. I want to get a huge group together, people who'd be down to play games with me for a long time. Obviously, we'd have to start later if it accommodates Tan. If we're not 100% done with yours. Yeah. It's just, Tan, if you're included, the thing we're gonna have to factor in is who will be down to stay awake late. Because I was down for that, but is everyone else gonna be down with that? That's the only thing. We'll have to see what happens there. I don't think it'll be a problem with Mineko, but for others, it might be a little complicated. We'll figure it out. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. We down 100%. Yeah. I know Fluff wanted to join an Archipelago as well. Man, ads are running again. Must just snooze ads at the last moment I can. Because I really don't want ads running during, you know. As Winter would probably be awake earlier. Yeah, because that slight difference, you would be 13 hours ahead, so you would actually be awake around 6 p.m. for me, 3 p.m. for Mineko, which is perfect for both of us. Alright, I have snoozed ads, at least I think. Yeah, that would be great, Mineko. I need to split my audio as well. I need to get better about practicing that. But, you know, what's it called? I definitely want to try my hand at that. I'm going to try to get a group together at some point. I would love to have an Archipelago sometime in September. Either September or October. Whatever is good for everyone. But yeah, aside from the YouTube channels, of course, you got the stream teams I'm a part of, the Super Mario Society and the Dream Team I created, the Benevolent Springers. You've got my website, where you can check out archives and fan art, and I hope to be putting even more things there, especially in the seasons archives. Of course, you've got my merch store if you want to spread that A-Dylite cheer IRL. Season 8, by the way, on the website is now live. It is past midnight, so Season 8 is now up. When this stream concludes, we will officially be in Season 8. But, what's it called? As always, follows go a long way. I really want to try reaching 2,000 followers before the end of the year. Our final total for Season 7 was 1651, which I'm pretty happy about. That's a 230 follow gain. Yay! But at the end of the day, I don't stream for follows, I don't stream for revenue, I just stream to have fun. I just think it's fun to just sort of see the progress I make each year, you know? I love just having just sort of an archive for that, and that's what prompted me to make the website. But yeah. That's that. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to mention. I will roll the credits. Before I wrap up, real quick, let me just check my follow list. Just on the off chance there's anyone around, anyone on. Yeah, I didn't think so. Wanted to check just in case, but yeah. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for being here, for transforming me into who I am today, for making the stream possible. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ryan. I am just about to wrap up. But yeah, don't go anywhere just yet. If you want to see the credits and also a special announcement at the end, before I will end the stream. But one more thing, if you guys want that 7-year badge that I have, what's it called? You have until August 31st, the end of this month. Pork rinds earlier. Nice. Sorry, Archipelago, you don't be streaming, you don't trust your PC to game and stream. Fair enough. Can I snooze that one more time? Yeah, I think so. Alrighty. If you want that 7-year badge, you'll still have until the end of the month to grab it. As long as you sub, with a paid sub, either you sub yourself or you gift a sub, you will have that badge forever, just like the 21st badge back during my birthday stream. We'll also have that for 7 years. Ads are aggressive tonight. That's how it is. But, alright. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting me, and just, everything, really. It means a whole lot, and I hope to see you in the next season. This is the start of the next generation of the community. Welcome to Season 8, titled A-Dylite Radiance, where I will be trying my best to just transform, slowly work towards my goal of being more independent. And actually, I have one last thing to show you guys. Season 8 is going to mark the first time ever that I have my own custom theme. Created by Elementality Studios. I have my own main theme that I will be using for Season 8. Obviously, I'll still be using Epidemic Sound for music, but what's it called? This music will be part of a slight rebrand that will be going on. And now that season 8 is here, I want you guys to have a sneak peek. So I will play this, and then I'll wrap up. It goes a little something like this. All right. For one final time, I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything. Also, welcome back, Marco. And yeah, it's been a wonderful time, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next streaming year. It's going to be a really fun time. I have a lot of fun stuff planned, and I think you guys are really going to love the direction that I take this community. 10 out of 10 song. I agree. He did an amazing job. I think he even made a song for Ludwig, which is a really big creator, or was a really big creator. Alrighty. So thank you guys once again for everything. And I will see you next season for a brand new chapter. Have a good one, my friends. Enjoy.